What's going on, my friend? Welcome to the channel and thank you for watching. The Premier League match week 5 is gonna be this weekend. But in the meantime, we had some other competitions going on and many teams from the Premier League been involved. In the Champions League, we had Aston Villa who beat Young Boys 3-0 away. Liverpool beat AC Milan 3-1 away. That was on Tuesday. And on Wednesday, we had Manchester City drawing against Inter at home 0-0. And on Thursday, the day that I am recording this video, the game still has to be played. So I don't know the result yet. Arsenal are gonna play against Atlanta away. So why I have to mention this in a Premier League video? Because that could play when it comes to the Premier League this weekend. Fatigue, injuries, and all that can play a big role when it comes to the Premier League games this weekend. And other teams from the Premier League that were involved in the Carabao Cup this week: Brentford, Everton, Southampton, Fulham, Crystal Palace, Manchester United, Wolves, Brighton, and Tottenham Hotspurs. So that is the reason why I wanted to mention other competitions, because fatigue, injuries can play a big role when it comes to the Premier League this weekend. Very quickly, let's start by the games on Saturday, September the 21st, 2024. The first game is gonna be West Ham against Chelsea, London Stadium. Very, very early game. If you are in the US, Eastern Coast, you have to wake up at 7:30 in the morning. For the other part of the country, you might have to wake up like 4:30 in the morning to watch this game. So let's go. West Ham drew their last game in the Premier League against Fulham in another London derby, 1-1. Chelsea went away and beat Bournemouth 1-0. A very tough game. London derby, everything goes out of the window, but I think Chelsea to win this one 2-1. And remember, I will make entire videos when it comes to big games, so I don't have to waste your time here. Chelsea 2, West Ham 1. Moving on, Aston Villa against Wolves. Aston Villa, like I said, involved in the Champions League. Everton were involved in the Carabao Cup. Both teams are going to be a little bit tired to play on Saturday, but it is what it is. They are professional football players. They know how to recover. The last game in the Premier League, Aston Villa beat Everton 3-2. What a comeback that was, with an amazing golazo from John Duran to win the game. And Wolves lost against Newcastle United at home 2-1. I think Villa are going to be too strong for Wolves, and it's going to be 2-1 to Aston Villa. Fulham against Newcastle United. Fulham playing home. At the last game in the London derby, they drew against West Ham, so they have to try everything and win this game. Newcastle United, they've been good. They've been beating teams for fun. So I think this game is going to be very tough. The last game in the Premier League, Newcastle actually beat Wolves away 2-1. It's going to be a 2-2 draw. We move Leicester City against Everton. Everton, I don't know when they're going to sack their manager, but they've been very, very bad. Awful. For the last 2 games, they were leading like 2-0 up. I'm talking about the games in the Premier League here. And then they ended up both games losing 3-2. Exact same score. It was against Bournemouth. And the same thing happened against Aston Villa. Crystal Palace drew against Leicester City, so Leicester City still got some kind of momentum compared to Everton, if you know what I mean. I think Sean Dyche is gonna fight, and this game is gonna be a 1-1 draw. Liverpool against Bournemouth. Liverpool got some momentum for winning away against AC Milan in the Champions League. The last game in the Premier League, they lost against Nottingham Forest at home 1-0. And Bournemouth lost against Chelsea 1-0, also at home. So both teams need to win. But Liverpool are playing home. They would like to get the mojo back at Anfield Stadium. Liverpool 3, Bournemouth 1. Next up, Southampton against Ipswich. You know what? I don't know what team I should support because I have my boys in both teams here. Southampton, Ugo Chuko play there. Ipswich, we have Omari Hutchinson, my boy. So I don't know, man. Let the best win. Manchester United beat Southampton the last game 3-0. And Ipswich got a draw against Brighton. So not bad at all. But I think this game is going to be a draw 2-2. Spurs against Brentford. London derby. Wow. Spurs lost against Arsenal 1-0 at their own stadiums. So they're not going to accept to lose back-to-back at their own stadium. Brentford lost against City in the Premier League the last game 2-1. I'm going for Spurs. Spurs are going to wake up and win this game 3-1. The last game on Saturday is going to be between Crystal Palace and Manchester United. Wow, what a game that is going to be. I still remember last season where Palace completely destroyed Manchester United. But this season is different. United got more quality. And every time Erik ten Hag is under pressure, he always delivers. So they have some kind of momentum now. They beat Barnsley, right? 7-0 in the Carabao Cup. Crystal Palace, they've been so. But I think United are going to win this game 2-1. Brighton against Nottingham Forest. Brighton drew their last game in the Premier League. Nottingham Forest beat Liverpool in their last game in the Premier League. Brighton, they haven't lost any game and they're playing home. I'm afraid they might win this game 2-1. Yeah, it's gonna be 2-1 win for Brighton. And the last game on Sunday is gonna be the big one, the title game. Yeah, the final before the final. I know it's too early in the season to start talking about those crap. The season's still very long. This is the 5th game, but every point that you can get from your position is gonna help you in the end. City against Arsenal. City beat Brentford the last game 2-1. Arsenal beat Tottenham Hotspurs 1-0 the last game in the Premier League. City just lost De Bruyne on Wednesday in the Champions League. I don't know yet by the time of recording how bad the injury is. Arsenal, they're gonna be missing out on Odegaard, but they still have power to compete against City. So if Odegaard is gonna be out and De Bruyne is gonna be out, it's kind of cancelled each other, right? So okay, you have a key player injured, we have a key player injured, let's go and fight. City are playing home. They just drew in the Champions League 0-0 against Inter at home. Arsenal, by the time of recording, I don't know the result yet because they haven't played against Atalanta, but what's going to happen, it is what it is. What I can say here is that Manchester City got advantage here. They played home in the Champions League. They have 24 hours rest more than Arsenal. Arsenal need to play in Italy, fly back to London, and from London, fly to Manchester. So it's going to be a long journey for them. So fatigue is going to kick on at some point, and it's going to be difficult for the Gunners. But it looks like Arsenal are very determined this season to beat Manchester City. Whoever is going to win this game is going to have a mental advantage on the opposition. 2-2 draw. Yes, it's going to be a draw. 2-2.